From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing it.
First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Christopher Sanchez. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleep in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home. And if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can beat almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt.
Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
That's heads-up base running. That's the kind of stuff that fires up a dugout.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The pitch. That's a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next for the Cubs, Kazuo Oka. And that's fouled off. Two outs. In the dirt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
He was all over that one. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the rookie first baseman. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Nori Nakamura. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. Ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 3. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab here, Yusei Kikuchi.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now for the Phillies, Fernando Tatis Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one finds the zone. 2-2. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope. Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
That one missed. One out, bases empty. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. On the ground, out to short. Zips it across. They get the out on Marte. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Manny Machado.
And Boog, he brings a big bat to this lineup. He's on pace to hit more than 40 home runs this year, and that's a guy where if it's more than a couple of games without a dinger, guys are wondering what's going on. You're so used to seeing him around the bases. You put a guy like this in the middle lineup and just put it on autopilot. Big-time hitter, always a ton of fun to watch.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat, and they'd love to give him a shot here.
And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the dirt to second, and he's out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
And up next for Chicago, Kazuo Matsui. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Kyle Higashioka. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to. Back here in Miami, we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, he stay with it.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And this place is rocking. His 14th of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Machado.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swing, a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
That is good. The designated hitter.
Next to hit, Junior Caminero. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Off the mark there. They're down 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One gone, runner at first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. One down, Phillies down a run. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Austin Wells. And there's the ball. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Caminero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. They limit the damage here. Phils do get one back on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Third inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Outside. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And there's one away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. One down, base is empty. Grounds one to short. Perdomo whips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Hideki Matsui. That's a strike, and the count is 2-2. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The third baseman, number 7.
So up next, Kazuo Oka. Next offering is in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's downstairs and outside. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Right side. Nabs it, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Up the middle. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Ketel Marte.
Next for the Phillies, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And foul ball. That one way inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside with a breaking ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Juan Soto. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And that one almost got him. Marte, the lead runner at second. Soto over at first with 1 away. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out. On the ground, 2 ball. Fired to second, back to first. And it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So the go-ahead run at scoring position. And now it's going to be Manny Machado.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, number 5. Next offering is down low.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go-ahead run on base. Nakamura will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there's one down. So digging in, Ichiro Suzuki. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and he can't hang on. Soto gets it back in quickly, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now the batter now, Kazuo, headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Kyle Higashioka, the next Cub to hit. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of his jam.
This one high in the air to left center. Rodriguez sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The tag, and he's out at the plate. And that's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Junior Caminero. Ground ball to the right side. A great play deep in the hole.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
And now 1-2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Center field. Under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's the power hitting catcher, Austin Wells. 2 down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering is outside. That one inside. And now it's 3-2. Geraldo Perdomo on deck for the Phils. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner at first with 2 away. Geraldo Perdomo stands in for the Phillies. And that one lifted in the air, center field. That is the inning. 1 left. Welcome back. Quite the pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In there at the knees.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
That's inside. That one misses, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Go ahead run on base, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And next for the Cubs, Hideki Matsui. Runner takes off. There's the ball. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Inside. Now 3-1. Oka, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Out to short. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Cubs are down quietly. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
The 1-1. Hot shot to third. To first. And they take care of Tatis for the out.
The batter, number 4. Second
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That one missed. Three and 2. The pitch is outside at ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
One away, tie game, go-ahead run, stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swung on, belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
2 on, 1 out. And here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout.
Now pitching for
New pitcher on here, Koko Takahashi.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
One more time.
Two on, 1 out. And misses inside. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 3, Manny.
So bases all loaded up. And digging in for Philadelphia, Manny Machado. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Huascar Brazoban.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And now, Kazuo Oka.
Kazuo Oka.
Rips one to right. Tatis hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty. And it is 2-1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Dennis Santana. Alvarado also throwing. Next pitch inside, and now 3-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hard hit left side. Perdomo on to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Nori Nakamura, the next Cub to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Two down, nobody on. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Gone! His 12th of the season. It's 3-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Julio Rodriguez stands in for the Phillies.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering upstairs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going, gone. He sends it out of here. Home run number 20 on the year, and they add to the lead. Siggy, that's a special one. His 100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move.
Now pitching for the
Number
Cubs.
17 on the pitch
17.
here. This is his third time out this year. And that's low for ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Man at first, and now for the Phillies, Geraldo Perdomo. Runner on the go, swing and a miss. Go to second, not in time, he's there easily.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Pickoff throw. Wells back in on a dive.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Snags it for the second out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Marte with some impressive production lately. Man on second, 2 down. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. They get the out on Marte. That is. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Ichiro Suzuki.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
The next offering misses. 2-2. And that's outside. Back to work, 3-2 now. Got him. And 1 out now. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
The count 2-1. There's a strike. Chases the changeup in the dirt. On to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. So now a pinch hitter, Masataka Yoshida, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Juan Soto.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He launched the solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Soto aboard here at first. With nobody out. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and
now pitching.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Yu Darvish.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Out towards right center field, on the move. He's got it. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Darvish checks on the runner. Back in there standing.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Darvish delivers. And there's a foul ball. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. Oh, right to the backstop. Soto into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And now here is Junior Caminero. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Julio Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Now here is Austin Wells.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things and makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dennis Santana. 25th appearance of the year for him.
Number 60. Get it. Santana.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
The designated hitter.
The Cubs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Abner Uribe up and loosening in the pen. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss and a slider.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Hideki Matsui, the next to hit. And a breaking ball misses outside. And a base hit to right. Ohtani around second, headed for third. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Oka digs in now. That's outside. 2-1. And there's a ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Rodriguez going back, pulls it in on the warning track. Here comes the runner from third. A big run scores on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Dennis Santana is done.
Now pitching for the
Elvis
Phillies,
Alvarado into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the first baseman, Matsui, off of first with 2 away. Gets the call. 1 and 2.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Soto settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He swings and fouls 1 off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out to short, Matsui. Sends it across to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
The batter, number 4.
2 down, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Ketel Marte. In there at the knees for a strike. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. Did not go. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies. And it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luis Severino.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. Have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Akinori.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Severino. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Tatis snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Swing and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting.
Kazuo Matsui, the next Cub to hit. The tying run at the plate. Back to right. Tatis sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out.
The catcher, number 44, Masataka Yoshida.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Severino will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new.
Now pitching for
Abner Uribe comes on trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
One out left for the Cubs. And here's the catcher, Masataka Yoshida. Tying run at the plate.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
One strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Oh, really nice 3-game home series sweep. They came out and, you know, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball. They came up with the big hit when they needed it. Pitchers came in. They got the big outs when they needed it. So all the way around, a collective effort that has produced a nice little series sweep.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.